The subject's auburn hair has been accentuated by the artist's use of alizarin crimson. It's often used to paint blood. It makes for a truly evocative frame in which to nestle such a powerful visage. The artist mainly used filbert and round brushes to really perfect the curvature of the model's features.
Is that a guy or a girl?
Maybe neither.
Fair play. It's a dope piece.
It's for sale if you're interested. We only showcase portraits by undiscovered artists. All of the proceeds go to them, so any support is huge.
Yeah, I would, but I've got the next 20 years paying off my student loan, so...
Fair play. What can I show you next?
I've had a good look around, actually, and I can't find what I came to see. The portrait of my princess, Ziggy Ray.
Arriving tomorrow. It'll be on display in our main exhibition room, exclusively for the weekend.
Got it. Well, I'll come through then.
See you soon, sir. No flash photography, sir?
Oh, sorry, man. No cap. You got the best portrait exhibition in London. Congrats.
Thanks. You can take off your face mask if you want. I won't tell if you won't.
Safe. So listen, this girl I met on a dating app says that you've got a little side hustle.
What are you after?
An eighth?
45.
Come on, man. Do it for 25.
It's pure indica. Do you want it or not?
This is all I've got.
You're lucky I'm feeling charitable.
You're a don, you know, Morgan.
A don?
Welcome to the Ziggy Ray livecast with me, your girl Ziggy Ray. Guys, I'm stupidly excited about my collaboration with Turner Prize-winning artist Nikki Dryden Oakes. It's my first ever portrait. I was so nervous, but I can't wait for you guys to see it. It gets unveiled tomorrow morning at Argyle Manor. Get there nice and early to show some love. Art is dope.
Britain has been torn asunder. Over 100,000 people killed by a virus. But inequality is the true pandemic befalling the populace. What is your future? What is our future? What's your future? Are you? Yeah. What's your future? Eh?
Sir, please, I don't want any trouble.
Your gallery is venerating capitalist figureheads.
This is an exhibition, not a gallery.
Whatever you want to call it, stop it! Society cannot fester any longer.
Sir, please, I do understand your concerns. Just be respectful.
See it? The broken system. The chaos we head towards.
Not if we can help it. Off you go, mate. Everything all right, sir? We've had a number of complaints about him.
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. He's always around here shouting rubbish through that megaphone. You two should pop by tomorrow to see Ziggy Ray's portrait.
Who?
Famous influencer, Sarge. She won a big reality TV show a few years back. She's got millions of followers.
I don't care.
Sorry.
Thanks for the offer. Sadly, we're both on duty all weekend.
Well, I totally appreciate that.
Is that your disappointed face?
Nikki, of course not. You'd never see that.
I saw some police leaving.
Just checking up ahead of tomorrow.
Huh.
Welcome home, Mrs. Dryden Oaks. Shall I show you the exhibition room? Here we are. Decent little space, isn't it?
Well, you have to do something with these little places, don't you?
I made room specially. It'll be the absolute centerpiece.
You won't need that much space. Ziggy's shorter than she looks online.
You brought it with you. What about the scheduled delivery?
I cancelled it. Don't worry. The extra attention might get this lot sold as well.
Well, that is the hope.
What about these?
I was just deciding which to hang. I've only got space for one of them.
Which one were you leaning towards?
A cracking lady named Sam Tringford painted this of her dog, Muffet.
Her painting's better than her naming.
Amidst a lifelong struggle with depression, she rescued Muffin as a puppy. She gave her new life, new purpose, a feeling of being loved unconditionally.
The dog or the owner?
Sam painted Muffin in her prime, at her regal best, lit beautifully by natural light and staring trustingly beyond the canvas toward her owner, painter, and best friend, Nikki. Not here.
In a better place, Morgan. You owe me this much, don't you? I knew no one would disturb us. Now guard that case with your life.
I will, Nikki. I promise.
Stupid thing.
Sam, I was just showing someone your portrait of Muffin.
Does she have another admirer?
Is the Pope a Catholic? Please.
Not so great, actually. I was just calling to ask about the sale proceeds from my last painting that you sold. Vet spills. Are a lot.
I'll transfer the money first thing Monday morning. My commission is going to be quite a bit, though.
Bollocks, really? Come on, girl, let's take a break. Oh, every little helps, I guess.
Hey, Sappy.
Hello, Morgan. How may I help you?
Call Jamie.
Calling Jamie.
Morg, you've caught me at a rather hectic moment.
Or I can call back.
No, it's all right.
All right, I'm just packing for Hong Kong. I've got 4 months of multitasking ahead of me anyway.
4.
Thoroughness is the buzzword.
But little Charlie.
Well, he's 10, Morg, so not quite so little anymore.
10? Really? Whoops.
Not much of a model uncle, am I?
Well, I'm not Mum of the Year either.
Must be hereditary.
Anyway,
Hong Kong's my last hurrah. I'm winding down after this SBR.
Whatever that is.
strategic business review.
Look, I'm sorry I'm missing this weekend. You excited? Ziggy Ray's last poster's blowing up.
It's looking very promising.
You're smoking again, Morg.
It helps me relax.
Mummy?
Your nephew has just walked in. He's been asking about you all day.
Go on, give him the phone.
Hello?
Hi, Charlie. How are you, big man?
Did you come to help Mummy pack?
Yeah. Come visit. We can play more video games while she's gone.
Hey, you know the house rules on video games.
Sorry.
We'll see what we can do.
We're having a family dinner tonight. I'd love to see you.
I can't tonight. I've got a lot of work to do. I'll make it up to you.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
I know, I know.
Excuse me?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I hope you don't mind me borrowing the armchair.
That's what they're there for, customers. You can remove your face mask if you want.
Thanks. The chair's a bit rickety, could do with a refurb. I'm looking to paint a copy of one of your portraits.
Look, madam, we're closed.
Oh, you don't usually close this early, do you?
No, but we have a big weekend ahead, and... Sorry, how did you get in? The front door should have been locked.
I'm afraid it wasn't.
My security system was armed.
I don't know what to tell you. I walked right in.
That's not possible.
Maybe you forgot.
No, I have a very good memory, thank you very much.
Well, with respect, your eyes are pretty red.
The system was top of the line.
Was?
It is. Well, a few years ago.
And never gives you any trouble. Because a lot of these systems are pre-programmed to botch after a few years. Allows companies to upsell. Greedy bastards. Don't worry, I turned the lot with my own hands after I came in. I wouldn't want someone lifting any of these beautiful paintings.
Well, they aren't quite Rembrandt's.
Rembrandt was overrated.
Seriously?
Yeah, just a well-versed imitator of Caravaggio.
Each to their own. Look, like I said, we've got a big day tomorrow and we're closing early.
Oh, yeah, the Dryden Oaks portrait of Ziggy Ray. How'd you pull that off?
We displayed Nikki's portraits before she became, you know.
Won the Turner Prize. And of course, there's the personal link. You know, you do a great thing here, showcasing emerging artists. Oh, I'm Dorian, by the way.
Morgan. Dorian, like,
Dorian Lee, the fashion icon.
It's a lovely name. I must say, you're the first ever reproduction artist to visit one of my exhibitions.
You mean forger?
Faithful reproduction is an art in itself, although you would be Rembrandting a Caravaggio.
Touché. Now, I've been, struggling for inspiration recently.
It's tough. That's why I gave up painting myself. I just didn't have it. I figured I'd contribute more by helping those who did.
In that case, could I paint you? You would make an amazing subject in so many ways. You really seem quite enthralling.
I guess I could spare half an hour.
Brilliant. Let me just reconfigure.
Do you want me to give you a hand?
If you take the easel, that would be great.
Sure.
Thanks. A bit further back. Take a seat. I'm sorry about my Rembrandt comment. I have some strong opinions.
It was bold, but valid. Rembrandt stole from his students for the last 10 years of his career.
It's going to be great.
Let's finish there for tonight. I can sit for you again next week. Dorian, I need to get home.
I tell you what, I'll take some reference photos and then I won't have to come back. Can I borrow your smartphone?
You haven't got your own.
I'm not really the smartphone type.
That's refreshing to see. I'll email them to you. If you have an email address, that is.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm not that sketchy.
Can I have my phone back, please? Okay, Dorian, I think... That's an important call. Give me... That's it, I'm done.
I wouldn't if I were you. Stand up, and this room ends up looking like a Jackson Pollock. Have a feel under your seat. That is a PAD, pressure-activated detonator. A bomb, Morgan. It's a similar principle to a grenade. Once the safety pin is removed, the striker lever and percussion cap collide, creating a spark, which triggers the detonator. Once you sat on that chair, you became the safety pin.
This isn't real.
Go on. Try it. Never been someone's muse, have you? Like
Do you want money?
Camille
There's
Claudel
nothing in
to
the till, but I
Rodin.
could transfer you
Or
some.
Elizabeth Siddal to Rossetti.
Or a painting.
Frida
I
Kahlo
could take
to
any one of
Diego
these.
Rivera, or
Dorian,
vice
what do you
versa.
want?
Be smart, Morgan. Get rid of her.
Morgan, are you there?
Yes, Nikki.
You
I...
rejected my last call. Anyway,
I need you again. I've booked our usual suite at the Ransom. 464.
I'll make my excuses at home. I'll take your silence as a yes. Don't let me down.
You can't keep me here.
Cézanne sometimes needed dozens of sittings with his subjects. Goya sometimes needed only a day. I just want the night.
You clearly know your art, Dorian. But I take it you didn't learn how to make bombs at art school.
You assume I had the privilege of attending such an establishment. My mother was a survivalist who taught me and my brother to make rudimentary explosives.
Progressive parenting?
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'm just another millennial who spent too much time on the wrong internet forums. Whichever narrative suits. Thanks for taking an interest, though.
How do I know that the bomb under my chair is real?
I had a feeling you'd ask that.
Dorian? Fuck.
Now, calmly, tell me what time Nikki's painting's being delivered.
It's being delivered at 6 a.m. by a fine art transportation company. It'll be brought in through the back door, just through there.
We have until the morning, as I'd hoped.
That's what you're really after, isn't it?
How much longer must we suffer at the whim of this government? They're taking away our liberty. They have allowed thousands to die. Come on, I know you can hear me.
He's not going to stop.
You capitalist bastard! We cannot and we shall not be silenced!
How did you get in here?
My uncle was a locksmith. As a teenager, I apprenticed for him and learned how to pick almost anything. Such lowly, manual jobs were all I could aspire to at that age.
Yes, those aren't the hands of a painter. I'm guessing you could do with a good night's sleep, too.
My reality means I have to pursue my passion outside working hours. Anything else you want to critique to make me feel more out of place?
That's not what I was doing. Art is for all, and all are welcome at my exhibitions.
Well, that is a utopian vision. But I, like many, exist under a glass ceiling.
You think what you're doing here will break that ceiling?
You think sleeping with Nikki will save your business?
Where are you going?
Toilet. I need to wash my brushes.
You can't just leave me here, alone. Surely, what if I try to escape?
I won't clean up the mess.
Dorian, please don't. It would destroy me.
Oh, you wouldn't get blamed. Must be insured for millions. But I still have work to do.
We have custom lighting setups for exhibitions. The electrical board must be playing up and causing the presets to glitch.
I like it.
You didn't need to hold me hostage, you know.
I'd have posed for you beyond tonight, voluntarily.
That wouldn't have set me apart.
What do you mean?
The recognition of one's work often depends on the mythos around it. You know the story of the portrait of Madame X by John Singer Sargent? Scandalized for being too sexually suggestive by the bourgeoisie of 19th century France. And now, it's one of the most famous portraits in history. Infamy is a strong currency. A hostage painting would be a watershed, don't you think?
So this is some sort of performance piece?
Yeah, let's call it that. A once-in-a-lifetime performance.
I see what you're saying. This country's changed. Fuck, the world's changed. And it hasn't been kind to my business. It used to be all about the art, but I can't help that it's an emporium now. The paintings are products, and my critiques, sales pitches.
And the vanity project of a talentless influencer is your last chance of survival. You sell out. How much commission do you take from each sale?
It's minimal. It's just to help cover my costs. My enterprise respects artists.
That is exactly what you said to me. It was a striking, naturalistic profile of my niece. It was one of my best pieces to date.
What? No, I'd have recognized you, Dorian. You must have used another name or something. Show me what you're painting. I'll recognize your style.
Admin fees, time, expertise, all reasons you gave to keep the proceeds once it was sold. You are cheating artists.
Without my exhibitions, they'd have no platform.
You have a responsibility to us. You're not a lost cause, you know.
What?
Call the artist. Make amends.
By telling them that a psychopath blew up their portrait?
These contact names. You only see the product, not the person.
Morgan? It's really late.
I'm calling about your painting, Sam.
I'm really sorry, but it's...
What's happened?
It was bought. Right after I got off the phone with you, someone came in and was blown away by it.
No way. You hear that? You blew someone's socks off, girl.
She deserves all the treats.
Let's ban those, unfortunately. Anyway, I look forward to receiving the proceeds.
Sam.
After you've taken your cut.
The commission's all yours too. Same goes for the earlier painting. Your talent earned it.
And I hope you'll give me the pleasure of displaying your work here again.
You have no idea what that means to us, Morgan. Thank you.
Anytime. Good night, Sam. And Muffin.
You lied to her.
Oh, fuck off. What does a white lie matter?
So you'll pay her from your own pocket. It's a nice gesture. I guess I have changes to make to my painting. There is talent in this room. I can see a few of these on the walls of great galleries.
Portrait painting is dying. Everyone has a camera now, and that gives them an agency over how the world sees them.
And the world laps up these illusory images. Just look at Ziggy Ray and her cult-like following.
The safety net of fame meant that she could relinquish that agency to Nikki's paintbrush on her own terms.
Nikki's been married, what, 10 years now?
Relationships are complicated.
I wouldn't know. Jamie.
Morgan?
Jamie, are you okay?
No, not really. I'm abandoning everyone. It's not right. It's not good for Charlie.
I thought you said this was the last time.
One final push and then you can retire.
Focus entirely on your family.
If he hasn't broken up by then.
Mummy,
Darling, what are you doing up?
there are people shouting outside my room.
What? What the fuck's going on out there?
Jamie? Charlie?
Morgan? Morgan?
Everything's gonna be all right, guys. Just... Dorian, that's my sister and nephew.
They'll be all right. Police response time for the wealthy is 3 times quicker than the average. On another note, your phone passcode. 1992. Why did you choose it? 1992 was the year that Francis Bacon died, but that's a bit obscure and macabre.
1992 was the year I first visited a portrait exhibition at Argyle Manor. It was set up by a genius curator named Finlay Fairborn. This is where I fell in love with portraiture as a kid. As I grew up, Finlay took me under his wing, and I worked at his exhibitions every summer until I could take over the business. I worked by his side until his dying day. I feel comfortable around portraits. I'm never alone.
You've needed their company.
My parents weren't around a lot. Jamie and I looked out for ourselves. Although we took different paths, we support each other, come what may.
One of the great disappointments of adulthood is when those you trusted as a child drift away in the name of self-interest. Even family.
That was so eloquently phrased, it felt personal. Strike a nerve, did I?
Mood lighting.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm not sitting here any longer.
Morgan?
The best thing I can do now is take you with me. I don't care anymore.
No. Morgan. No, Morgan, stay there, don't move! Gotcha.
Why are you doing this to me? You bitch.
Well done for calling my bluff. But I don't lie about everything. I'm going to paint you. And if you don't let me, I will kill you. Sir? Who's that?
I don't know.
Sir? It's Sergeant Robin Lateef. I know you're in there. I can hear your voices. Please open the door.
It's a policewoman.
No shit. Follow my lead. Sir? Evening. Oh, do you mind if I...
Oh, we are outside.
Where's the curator? Just in here. Morgan! Everything all right? Of course.
All good. Why have you stopped by?
We picked this up from a young man not far from here. He says the art curator at Argyle Manor sold it to him.
That's mental.
Oh, come on, Sergeant. He's an art curator, not Pablo Escobar.
I still need to follow protocol and search you two.
You really don't want to do that. There'll be much more pressing issues for you this evening.
I'm afraid these are reasonable grounds to stop and search. It's not negotiable. Unless there's something either of you two wants to tell me.
Madam.
Welcome back.
What? The police?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
If you're trying to teach me some sort of lesson, there's far more immoral people in this city.
Well, their comeuppance is coming too.
How do I survive tonight?
You could start by proving that some part of you still cares about the art.
And what if I don't?
You might surprise us both. Tell me about more of these paintings. Stand, if you want.
You know, this is the only portrait I've painted that I've ever exhibited.
I thought you didn't rate yourself.
I don't, but I wanted to paint this subject. He posed for this 2 months before he died. I accentuated the high key lighting by using vermilion. He knew the end was close and he didn't want me to sanitize that. To show the reality of age, but also a life well lived.
Such dignity. What else?
There are many faces in this painting. It gives us that feeling of claustrophobia that we know, so we only see her face. Tightness, together. Another form of restriction, combined with the flattened perspective. Flashes of red pulls this. It gives this contemporary painting a 1920s feel. It's even something by. I love the clever use of simple lines over a textured background. Muted tones of the subject. The background and the body separated into 3 distinct parts. Serene, contemplative, high contrast colors must have focused on those areas for too long. Instead, our eyes immediately directed back to the face. Depict that sadness that the artist wanted to portray. This is what portraits should be. You're right. There's talent here. I'd lost sight of that.
What about this one?
A technicolor version of the Mona Lisa. Formally, it's faithful, down to the use of sfumato, the blurred smoothing of outlines that defined Leonardo's masterpiece. The same painter did the piece that hangs in the cellar.
So androgyny is their motif.
How so? Mona Lisa is a woman.
Well, in popular normative opinion, yes. But it's actually a combination of Lisa Gherardini and Salai, Leonardo's male assistant and lover. Da Vinci saw that gender was the greatest veneer of all, and that true humanity has no such boundaries. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I would.
Sit back down. You seem on edge.
Perceptive as ever.
Do you want to smoke? I'm not stopping you. I'll allow it. Bet you're hungry, huh? Hope you like chow mein.
Would have preferred pad thai.
Well, you snooze, you lose. Sounds exciting. Let's go check it out.
Are they looking for you?
No. There'll be others out there tonight with far less subtlety than me.
Others?
Oh, she is ravenous tonight.
You've got a nerve. Should have been here hours ago.
I've had a lot on my plate this evening.
Look, you little shit. What I've done for you is unprecedented. All I asked for in return was a couple of fucking orgasms.
Nikki.
No. Maybe you think you've outsmarted me or something, but you need to consider your position very carefully.
This isn't going to happen anymore.
What? Tonight?
Ever.
Cute. Look, I'm willing to let this slide if you come over now.
You just don't get it. This is wrong.
I could ruin you if I wanted to. The future of your pissant exhibitions is riding on my painting.
Just as your future once rode on my exhibitions.
Oh, please. The world has seen my talent. I was always going to reach the top. You were just fortunate enough to be a stepping stone.
No one has a right to success. Most of the time, talent is redundant. It's about luck or privilege or who you fuck.
I'm pulling the plug. I want my painting back first thing.
Hello, Nikki.
Who the fuck are you?
All you need to know is that my uncle is the editor of the country's biggest tabloid.
Blackmail? Seriously, Morgan?
Sexual coercion doesn't play well these days, Nikki.
You have no proof.
Oh, wanna bet? Morgan's told me every lascivious detail. And my recording of this call will corroborate them. Don't call again.
You're not getting the portrait back.
Sorry. I couldn't stand her inhumanity any longer. Let's get back to work.
Is it done?
Almost. I think it would garner a lot of attention on one of these walls. Remind me how many customers you had yesterday?
About 5 or 6. Something negligible.
If even a fraction of these likes turn up in person, your business is saved.
And perhaps portraiture will become relevant again. For a short while, at least.
Nikki's style is sickeningly glorifying. Dishonest portraiture. It's no better than the filters Ziggy Ray piles onto each picture.
really kills you that that's what you're here for, doesn't it?
I never said it was. It's astounding the clout these influencers carry.
For better or worse, a leader can govern through social media.
I wonder how far such a monopoly on society's attention could go. Sway elections, expose corruption, change the world. They are the dictators of our culture. Our new monarchs, regaled by legions. What a world we live in. What's your view on social media, Morgan?
Does it matter?
All your opinions matter to me. Go on. I'm listening.
It's a poison. We now live in an age of comparison and inferiority up against what we see on our screens.
Well, there's always someone better than you out there.
Exactly. Not to mention the proliferation of misinformation.
Especially when the airways are abused without filter.
And then there's the most insidious misinformation that bubbles beneath the surface. That indoctrinates the disillusioned and crystallizes their resentment into radicalization.
You know, I'm trying to enlighten you, Morgan.
So you're a preacher?
Please. Religion repulses me. Theism gave rise to the hierarchical structures of power that plague humanity today. We're preconditioned to serve, and yet we're shocked by the greed of bankers and politicians scrambling to the top of the tree. It's been the same for decades, and it'll be the same for decades to come unless someone takes a proper stand. What's this now?
I sometimes hold exhibitions involving light installations.
What's the theme?
The cycle of life. This one's childhood. Adolescence. Adulthood.
I don't want this to end.
It will. Just as all life begins and ends. In darkness.
You didn't try to escape.
Hello, emergency service operator. Which service do you require?
I didn't want to tie you up like an animal. All I've taught you, and this is the thanks I get.
I don't owe you anything, Dorian. You're just full of hate. You know, it's only a matter of time before the police get here.
But I haven't finished.
Forget about your painting. What does it matter?
They don't have enough to spare.
It can't be just about the painting. What do you want?
That's a question that never gets asked of the people. Our generation has been through every upheaval. The cultural, technological, social, political, economic. And not once have we had an ounce of agency in our future. It's always been decided for us by the self-interested and the ignorant. It's time to take back that agency.
You've watched way too many conspiracy theory videos, Dorian.
I chose your exhibition as a symbol. A place of hope, corrupted by the greed and inhumanity that consumes society.
You fucking psychopath. A single hostage in a meaningless art exhibition won't change anything.
Oh, but it's not meaningless this weekend, is it? The eyes of the world had turned to it, and that's what made it so perfect.
Perfect for what?
To be a small brushstroke as part of our larger piece. And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he shed tears, for there was nothing left to conquer.
Nice quote. After all this, you really are just a thief.
Oh, I'd have happily watched this burn. But to the victor, the spoils. Thank you for being my part in our stand against oppression. Today is a statement, a catalyst for change.
Through brutality. That isn't a worthy catalyst for change. Change can be inspired, but you need a message powerful enough to unite all. Leonardo da Vinci was born a peasant, so anonymous that his surname was merely the town he was born in. He committed his life to conveying a message through his art, and the world responded.
I wish a beautiful message was all it took. If you'd just believed in me, we could have walked out of here together into a new Britain. You never gave me your critique of my painting.
It's formally flawless. Every brushstroke is purposeful and textural. It's emotionally in tune with the subject, which reflects your artistic intelligence. Well done.
Hey, Sappy.
How may I help you?
Join a popular live cast.
The police say there's been mass rioting and detonated explosions at targeted businesses and residences around the city. They seem to be coordinated. What the fuck? What's
Goodbye,
this
Morgan.
madness in London I've woken up to? Oh my god, you guys.